So good afternoon, my friends. This is probably going to be one of my shorter videos because it's basically about a single car. And I'm excited. I can't imagine a lot of people will be excited by this one, but I am. As anybody who knows me knows, I'm a huge Ford fanatic, whether it's the Pinto or Festiva or Fiesta, the Crown Victoria, the Mustang, the F-150, the Raptor, from the big to the little and everything in between. And of course, I love my Ford Escapes and Ford Broncos. So I was very happy to see that Greenlight came out with a few castings of the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Now, this one is from the hobby shop, and this has the backpacker, which is fine. So because this is from the hobby shop, I ordered this online on eBay, and this was $11. So probably a few dollars, maybe $3 more than if I was able to find this on the pegs. I'm guessing. I don't know exactly what these hobby shop ones go for on the peg. Never seen them on the peg. But so I've pre-cut this. I'm going to open this up. So the Ford Bronco Sport is not really a Bronco, but that's okay because Ford has a new Bronco that many of you will be aware of. And that is, a truck-based SUV, and it's going to compete very heavily with the Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator. This is not that. This is a SUV with some off-road capabilities. Ground clearance on this is going to be about 7.5 inches. This is based off a modified Ford Escape platform. Shares a lot of components with the Escape and with the upcoming Ford Maverick. So let's see. Does that have a panoramic sunroof? Yes. Hold on. Can I see? I wish I could see up through it. Yep. I think that is. Yep. That's cool. So what is this? Bronco something support truck. Wild topographic graphics. The taillights painted on. Maybe just a little too much white there, guys. Looks a little disappointing to me. Sorry. The Bronco Sport printing is good. Support truck. The Ford Blue Oval is good. You can see two little red tow hooks there on the back. Some sort of logo there. Again, when I see this on maybe I'll just zoom in, see if I can read it zoomed in. No, that window sticker. Maybe on a bigger. Bronco Off Rodeo. Bronco Off Rodeo. I guess that's supposed to be like a Jeep Jamboree. So painted taillights. Looks like inserted lens headlights with tampo printed graphics on them to represent the different parts of the light. Nice Bronco printing directly across the grill there. I wonder, I doubt, but let's see if the hood opens. No. So on the Escape, it doesn't. On the Bronco, I don't think it does either. But so this is a sweet. I have actually seen these on the road and at the Ford dealership. These wheels look correct. The tires look like they need a little adjustment there. They're just hung up. So metal body, metal base, rubber tires, Greenlight, copyright 2020, made in China. There's the sequential number. There's the build date code, all that. This is pretty cool. Riveted. Love these wheels for this. I like all the detail here. The glass looks a little smudged or something there, like oil on it. Interior is all black molded. Unless I was going to drill this and take it apart. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. My car's interior is all blacked out. But thankfully the sunroof looks real. So this is very cool. This is going to be an important car for Ford's product mix. And when it was introduced earlier this year, I was happy to see all the hype, but more importantly, to see them on the road. So I know that this is going to be available here in the United States and Canada, Mexico. I wonder, I honestly don't know, I should Google it, but I'll ask you in the comments if you are from outside the United States, like my friends in Australia, New Zealand, Tasmania, Indonesia. Kibbo, I'm talking to you. The UK, continental Europe, Joran in Belgium, Dan in Holland. Are you guys expecting to see this? Do you know if this is going to be released in your markets? Continental Europe, the UK, etc. I wonder. The Ford Kuga is, I believe, marketed in all of those countries. But the weird history of the Ford Escape. The Ford Escape came out in 2000, the year 2000. And it was designed by Mazda for use by both Mazda and Ford. And of course, a little bit of history. Back then, Ford owned 35% of Mazda. And there was a lot of cooperation, engine sharing, chassis sharing, co-development. So the Ford Explorer, the early Ford Explorer, was sold as the Mazda Navajo. The Ford Ranger was sold for a period as the B2300, B3000, B4000, the B series pickup. So there was a lot of platform sharing in the U.S. market. The Ford Escort being built for a few years on the Mazda 323 chassis, etc., etc. So the Explorer came out in the year 2000, was an immediate smash. Other companies, I mean, Toyota had the RAV4 around the same time. The Honda CR-V came out actually a few years before the Ford Escape. I remember I got my mother in 1998 Honda CR-V, and it was a nice enough vehicle. But so the Ford Ranger has been, not Ranger, the Escape. Well, the Ranger, of course, has been a phenom. Was for many years. The Escape has been nonstop built in the United States, but overseas it was sold in different markets. For a brief period of time, it was sold as the Ford Maverick in Europe, but it was not always the Ford. They also used a version of the Nissan X-Trail in certain markets. Ford and Nissan had a marketing agreement, so there was a lot of cross nameplate there. But back to my original question, for those that are from Europe, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, etc., overseas markets, do you know if the Ford Bronco Sport will be offered where you are? I'm curious. There are two main powertrains available on the Ford Bronco Sport. The base engine is a 1.5 liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder, making approximately 179 horsepower and 172, I think it is, pound-feet of torque. And then the up-level engine is the 2-liter EcoBoost, making 250 horsepower. A huge jump in power, but and then there is only an automatic transmission. no manual available. I believe all Bronco Sports are all-wheel drive. I do not believe there is a front-wheel drive version. I am not 100% sure on that. There is obviously a front-wheel drive only version of the new Escape, but I do not think that the Bronco Sport will be available with just front-wheel drive. So, and eventually there will be a hybrid. Oof. There we go. Sorry about that. So, as I said, I'm very excited. This is going to be a great vehicle. And do not think that this is a competitor for the Jeep Wrangler or the full-size Bronco, or this will be a soft-roader with some off-road ability. And from what I've seen on video, it's very good off-road ability. But most of that is through electronics and the computers, like applying the brakes. There are some clutch packs in the driveline, but it's not. It doesn't have a transfer case. It doesn't have a low range all-wheel drive. It's not your traditional off-roader. That being said, what is these days? So it will be competing with the Subaru Forester. They have a new Wilderness, I think it's called, trim level. They already had a sport version. There's also the Outback. They're coming out with a Wilderness level. The RAV4 has a new, tougher version. Of course, the Jeep Renegade has had a trail-rated version since day one, I believe. And again, no transfer case, just all electronics and gizmos, brakes, and so forth. The Jeep Cherokee also has a trail-rated Trailhawk designation. So these in spirit would be its competition, although these are not selling in the numbers they used to. Mazda, I do not believe, has plans for a quote-unquote off-road version of the CX-5 or CX-3 or the CX-30. Let's see, Subaru, Chevy has nothing to compete. I'm not even going to entertain that. They have the Equinox, which is a great soft-roader, but there's no off-road ability. There's the Blazer and the Trailblazer, which are nothing. They have no comparable equipment. So, as I said, so luckily Ford has the Escape for people that don't care about this type of capability, but they have the Bronco Sport for people that want a nice, and that's me, a nice mixture of everyday go to work. I have a 1.5 liter EcoBoost in my current car. I'd have no problem getting the 1.5 EcoBoost. I know it's a 3-cylinder as opposed to a 4-cylinder. I need something that I can put some groceries in, that I can get back and forth to work in bad weather, and something that I can have a little fun with, but not have two vehicles and not have a bone-jarring ride. So I think this is the perfect vehicle for me, considering that, basically I have a murdered-out version of this. So I'm very excited about it, and I'm very happy that Greenlight brought out this casting. Now, Hot Wheels and Matchbox have the full-size Broncos available, but so does Greenlight have the new 2021 Bronco and Bronco Sport. In fact, I had seen a 4-pack at my local Ford dealership, prominently displayed behind the desk when you walk in, and it is a promotional Bronco family, I think it's called, set, but it's apparently only available if you order a Bronco Sport or a Bronco. They will not just sell it to you, I know, because I asked. I checked with the parts department. I followed in David from Twice. I followed in his footsteps and his advice. I was at the dealership. I saw they had this beautiful 4-car set in a box, and I asked at the parts department and the sales department and the service department. I happened to be there for service to my existing car. And they're like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know anything about that. I'm like, wow, you guys suck. And they do. That dealership, you know. So I looked it up online, and there are versions of that set going on a site called Mercari, which I guess is like eBay, and they're going for $100 and $125. And you know, as much as I love it, I'm not going to spend that kind of money for that set when I know that I will be able to get clean versions eventually in the mainline Greenlight. So that's what I'll do. So rambling on, like I said, just one car. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this type of vehicle appeals to you, especially overseas. I mean, in the United States, these soft roaders or these crossovers are the rage. You know, I mean, I recently did the video where I said, well, look at this. Matchbox has the Jeep Renegade, the Mazda CX-5, the Jeep Cherokee, the Subaru. It's really a shame that Matchbox doesn't do the Escape, or hopefully maybe they'll do the Bronco Sport. That really is a shame. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you for watching. I am way behind on catching up on comments. Just a shout out to Chasing Diecast Cars. Yes, apparently my memory is shot. I haven't responded to your comment, but I did see it and I will respond to it. But yes, you generously offered to send me something that I, of course, totally forgot about and then bought it myself. But that's okay. I love having multiples of certain items, not everything. You know, I'm not a variation guy much, but there goes 2, 3 of my 4 Greenlight Escapes. And you know, I don't collect race cars and I don't collect trucks and blah. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I collect. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. You be well. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.